Welcome back to the Pit Stop Ranch. This video, we're heading out to Flabob Airstrip for the Race of Gentlemen. Airstrip drag races, 8th mile. I'm doing this intro in front of our TROG motor because we went to TROG. We're going to cover this event in 2 videos. First up, we're going to go ahead and cover the racing and the car show. And then we're going to do a little small separate video, short video on the swap meet and the items we picked at the swap meet. The swap meet was small but mighty. Excellent quality as far as like interesting items. None of the vendors were slouches. All of them had cool stuff. Some of it was mind-blowing. So we're going to have fun talking about that in the next video. But anyways, let's get on with this show. Greeted me while walking in. You parked on the opposite side of the airstrip in a fenced-off area and walked across. And this is what I got to see. If you're familiar, that's Y-Block Guy on Instagram, Hanford Auto Supplies. I've been enjoying his content. Machine shop up in Central California who specialize in like early Fords and so forth, kind of like a Central California equivalent or competitor or as H&H. Look like cool stuff, man.
All my Facebook friends, put a face with it. Don't tell me your name because I won't remember.
No traction.
Whichever one of you is on, and do just what I just did.
Okay.
Nobody standing here looking cars, they all come in and up.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to have to...
I've got just drive it back. I don't have a proper set of shaft in my Yeah. Yeah. Hey, what's up, buddy? What up?
Okay, I kind of organized this whole video into 2 main groups, the car show aspect and then the racing aspect. So I hope you enjoy. Lots of cool stuff on display. Here's a neat blown dragster. I'm not sure what vintage, but early, and it's a, because you ride behind, engine up front. And it's small block, so with injection, so very cool. Dig it.
East Coast, that's what I call the Chinook wind. Last night's low temperatures were nothing. He was running around with his dead polar bear, just waiting for this race today.
which, I mean, honestly, makes a lot of sense. Shifters just like what I got on the pickup.
I keep telling them all these days, we're racing in a foot race.
Notice, maybe, lack of pep.
Four bikes against each other. Eric Holmquist and the volunteer lane.
I really do not think I can sum it up any better than the owner of this car has right there. And I think that's one thing that I think I really liked about this event. Quite a few of the participants who were locals actually drove to the event. They didn't trailer in. Now, there are a lot of people, especially racers, whom came from some distance who had a trailer in. And, you know, I likely would have done the very same. However, for the most part, I really like events where people are driving their cars. I really like the Route 66 rendezvous in San Bernardino, where there's actually show and shine and drive, where you drive around your vehicle in the event. And in this one here, it's really the main draw is the racing, which we'll get to here shortly. But, you know, these two gorgeous Buicks, which, I mean, I lusted after quite a bit, both 56 Buicks, beautiful cars. I'm lusting after them big time. But overall, almost all the vehicles, or vast majority of the vehicles, had a feeling or a sense that they actually drove there. You know, there was some road scum on a lot of them. They actually get used, and since that's kind of what we do here at the ranch, we build cars to be driven and be used. There comes a point where you've dumped, you know, 15-20K into body and paint work, or hundreds and hundreds of hours doing it yourself, as we're still stupid to do. And you got this gorgeous car and you're afraid to use it and afraid to drive it. And yet, that's a shame, you know. So we believe in building them to drive them, and not simply just to a show, but every day. And you know, a lot of these cars are impractical to actually do something like that. But it's awesome, you know. Like, here's a Buick Nailhead. You know, the small block Chevy was still the queen of the motive power here. However, there was probably nearly as many flathead Fords and other vehicles. So, a lot of fun event. Great, well organized. Hats off, and I'm really looking forward to next year, much more than probably only any other event, except for maybe the LA Roadster show and swap meet. And it was a joy, you know. I don't know how else to put it. We spent more time here than we typically do at most events, because most events, honestly, we walk the whole thing and it seems to be a lot of the same thing over and over and over. And arguably there's, I'd almost say that this event is different in that regards. You know, the number of Model A's with 32 grills was astronomical. However, for some reason, because they were being driven in, as this crew is doing, it made it a little more, I don't know, approachable, a little more lived, a little more part of everything. It's I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I really dug it. Buick straight A.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, he's got Cadillac
Buick.
wheels.
Buick.
Oh yeah, this is 1938.
And it's a straight 8, I think. Is it a
Yeah. 6.
No, it's an 8.
straight 8? That is
But there's 2 guys, two 38s. But they're 4 doors.
straight 8. I can't remember.
That's the commercial grill, 32 to 36. Small block Chevy, dual quads, AFBs.
65 GTO, was that color?
Cool, it's a generator or generator-like object. I heard it howl and I wasn't sure. I knew it was blown, but Jesus. Yeah. Well, if you got a blower like that, you're gonna want. You don't want to take any chances.
I know, but they said in the room you can do that.
I know. Well, we know what the rules.
Fuck the rules.
Keep me posted. I'm around for a week at least. Yeah, I think I'm happy to buy the video. I got a generator. I just asked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
brother to his best friend and he street rotted it. I went, I'll take that fishing weight.
Makes sense. Yeah, I was wondering who straight 8 it was. Now, as I've already rambled on about, I gotta save the best for last, which is the racing. And throughout the day, I moved up and down the line and filmed different areas, different elements of it. And like here, I'm close to the starting line. We start to do a lot of shots at the starting line, like this one. And it's just fun. I mean, people, you know, this was racing back in the 30s and 40s. You know, arguably up in the early 50s. This was, you know, what was being organized at different airstrips around the country by the Hot Rod and National Hot Rod Association as it's getting established, attempting to legitimize hot rodding and make it so it wasn't a something that was only being done by hooligans and outlaws. Now, one of the neat things they did is they would line up 4 motorcycles at a time and send them down. And this was, of course, to keep everything moving, keep everything going along. And they start off kind of working out the kinks, but then after a while, they really established a pattern that allowed them to really run through the line pretty quick and restart. And it worked quite well. It was quite nice.
With that early lead, will he hold on? Ladies going head to head, the women of TROG out here. On the 2022 and they're lane with her. As he wins that one the other way. Will not be enough to hold off the far lane. 77 car in the far lane with the early lead. Looks like he'll hold on for the win. Oh, you're too kind, sir. You're too kind. Thank you. I'll keep this for research.
I mean, it has been in the works for a long time, but we finally got that winner.
Whatever's left was 50-50. Kind of a nice thing was after they ran the races, they would run 5, 6 pair through on down the strip, and then hold them at the end of the slowdown area, the braking area. And then they would, once they got so many, then they turn around and have them paraded back up, get back in line, so if they wanted to make another pass, they could. This way, they're it in lieu of having a return lane where you could, isolate it off to be able to allow people to return. This was a way of doing the return in a really, instead of in between every single run and really slowing the pace down, this kept the pace going. This kept the pace going pretty quick. My hat's off to the organizers. Obviously, this is something that evolved out of lots of years of experience running TROG all over the country. Once they were run, like I just said, they sat on the side, out of the way, in the turnoff area, and waited in or next to their cars, and it was a great opportunity to walk around and check out everyone's junk, everyone who was racing, and see all the cool stuff.
I'm not trying to be a beanie. Have fun?
Where did Cedric go?
My poor baby.
You can't stay in your car.
Yeah.
Where did Flaptrap go? I thought he was right behind me.
I'm gonna build one just like this. I've got the firepower though.
What did you do?
Yeah, 354. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
This is a fun car.
It looks fun. It looks fun. It's very inspiring to come out here. Got all the parts. I just got to get some other projects out of the way, and then I can start building.
That's what it is, right? It's a series of projects.
Yep.
But who cares? I got lots of them.
Yeah. So do I. I'm always looking for more.
Yeah, me too.
I bet that's a hoop. The blower on it. Oh boy.
Get down to the track.
Right on, man.
Thank you so much.
Right on.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was
Nice.
like, wow.
Right on.
It seemed to shift real good.
Yeah. Which 4-speed? Muncie?
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah. It's the
mine too. Like, I was like, shit, fuck.
That was
like,
where I'm
fuck.
at.
And I think that's maybe where I pulled on you.
Yeah.
So that means that
We're
should probably
really
run it
evenly
back.
matched.
We should probably run it back.
Because that's my problem.
Having fun?
I just got here. A little bit late.
As long as you're having fun.
Good drive.
Huh?
I broke down once. I only broke down once. That's it.
Oh shit, man. What else can you ask for? Do you have any problem hooking up with this beast?
That's all. I've let so much air out the tires, I was good.
Okay.
It still spins, but
Yeah.
you know.
I bet this is a real thrill ride.
You know, I'm not there yet. It's getting there. There's a lot more to do.
Right. Well, very cool, man.
There's always more, yeah.
Oh, that never ends. Never ends. Okay, yeah, I got a 354 firepower as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be putting it in a, actually, well, just tutor.
Okay, good for that? Yeah.
Someday, when I get to it. Cool, very nice.
Thank you.
Having a good time?
Having a great time, man.
Awesome, awesome. Looks like a real hoot.
Yeah, it is.
Now, I hope you enjoyed that coverage. It was an excellent show. We had a lot of fun. We were really looking forward to next year. Apparently, pre-sales were good enough that even before the event began, the organizers had already decided that they wanted to do a multi-day event next year, same location, with a little more structure to it. My impression, I don't know for sure if this was the intent, but my impression was this was more of an exhibition and less of a rigid TROG type event. Talking with people who've been to past TROG events, specifically the New Jersey original event, they're a lot more, they more stringently enforce the rules there than they did at this event. This event was a lot more relaxed. And I think for the purposes of gauging interest and getting participation, optimizing or maximizing participation in a new market. I think going with a little more relaxed approach the first time, I think is a good approach. And then follow on with a little more stringent so that the competition is a little closer and you don't end up with bangers against blown Hemis. That said, lots of fun. Smiles everywhere. That said, lots of fun. Smiles everywhere. Everyone enjoyed themselves. And hats off to the organizers for putting together a good show. Lots of fun. And really look forward to it next year. It has been really inspirational to finish up our flathead TROG motor and get on building the TROG car. Unfortunately, we've promised ourselves we'll finish Jimmy. Or fortunately for us, we've promised ourselves we'll finish Jimmy before we get onto the TROG build. But that's definitely something that's really got our attention at the moment. So, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. And, as always, have a gentlemanly race day.